Do I want to go sneaky sneak? Because they're gonna probably beat me. Let's go this way. Will it let me around here? Nope, of course not. I gotta walk right through them all. Oh, that's gonna be awkward. Red Spear Ganger. That's far enough, guy. The woman hefts her weapon, tossing a nod towards the gangster behind her. This lot's our turf. If you're looking for a fix, you're welcome to trade. If you're not here for business, clear the hell out. You try and wander around on our turf, we're gonna have to air you out. So what do you say? You looking for a little pick-me-up? A little nitro to give you some pep? Maybe you want some chips? Take that edge off? You want it? I got it. Some of these BTL chips you're selling look an awful lot like they came from Tong's shop. Yeah, so what? What do you care? If you stole these from Tong's, maybe you saw something I can use in my investigation? Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's like this. Broken Thumb Ewan was walking down the street, sees this guy going to Tong's joint right at closing time. Tall guy, hunched over, had this shitty gray rain poncho draped over him. Now Ewan figures that was weird as hell, so he posts up and waits. He figures the guy will come out soon, because Tong's closing up shop. Nothing for 15 whole minutes. Pretty sure the orc in the corner might be our killer now. Not in here, but outside. 15 whole minutes. Guy comes out, hustles down the street with nobody saying boo. I figure he was waiting for an ebb in the crowds. Ewan sees some blood smeared on the door. Thought, so he goes check it out. Inside, total carnage. But you know what? Tong's not going to use his gear anymore. So to hell with it. Ewan jacks a lot of it. Okay, business is business. Goddamn right it is. It's all I know. The guy has to be the killer. Tall, rain poncho, hunched over. Also smart about how he came and went. Can I look around this garage? Man, are you deaf? What the hell did I tell you? No, you goddamn well can't wander around our turf. Alright. Let's see what they have, but I don't want any of this. Yeah, no. Fuck that. See him later. So I'm gonna believe them for now. There's two things over there that I could check out, but I'm gonna go with maybe it's the actual other dude. Maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe. Maybe they're playing the snitchy game. I'm looking for information. Okay, maybe not. You know what? Here's the thing. They tell me it's a dude in a gray jacket, but it's also I don't want to trust them at all now, because now I think that they're lying. What happened in the fight here? As far as I know, some police showed up looking for somebody, got in here, all of them got killed. Whoever they were after was long gone by the time we showed up. Used to be a lot of wombans living here. They all cleared out, muttering about ghosts and shit like that. Nothing much. Get a key for the storm drain. Okay. I've got a guy named Kang. He was down in the storm drain system last week. Something was moving down there. Big too, man-sized. But it wasn't speaking any language Kang understood. Kid beat feet back here as fast as he could. Dumbass dropped the storm drain key on the way out though. You want to go looking for whatever it was? You'll have to go, or have to get a new key from somebody else. Kang stole his from a city worker, who might have one. Okay, Porter Lamb. Somebody from the cop at a handyman. See you later. Let's go find a key, I guess. Fuck. God damn it. Porter Lamb was... which one? It's not that one. No. Was it? No, that was... whatever his fucking face was. Oh, Porter Lamb's up here. Right. Do you have a key for the storm drain system? Why do you ask? Drop a gun down the grate or something? Following up on a lead on the killer. In that case, take the damn key. You'll have to forgive me if I don't want to go down there with you. Knock yourself out, man. There's an entrance up by the Jade Mountain restaurant. Can't miss it. Thanks. Down we go. Into the storm drain. There's a thing up here. Oh, jeez. Alright. That's kind of funky. Awkward. So there's body parts. Awkward. The disgusting pile of stinking human remains smells strongly of blood and the first stages of decay. The arms, legs, and organs here are heaped together like stacks of firewood, leaking blood and gore across the floor. The parts contained therein appear to have been sliced away from the parent body, rather than torn or bitten. Judging by the clean edges of the cuts, the blade used to sever the parts was extremely sharp. This is a whole world of messed up orcish slave. I think the killer stashed these here. They're stacked. They've been organized. I don't think it's a killer, but okay. Hold on. Looking closer at the pile, one of the parts stands out. It's a severed forearm, and it's covered in tattoos. Words in a Slavic language and shining lighthouse adorn the forearm. And ring-like images are inked on each finger. On the back of the hand, there's a skull inside on a square. Whoever owned this arm isn't likely to be Wampoan, as the tattoos look like they were poorly drawn and inked by hand, rather than a machine. Most likely Russian criminal tattoos. Okay. So there's possibly a Russian criminal somewhere. Storm drain. Despite the darkness, you can see something glitter at the edge of the drain. Looking closer, it appears to be the necklace chain of some kind. It's become caught in the drain's grate, narrowly avoiding falling down the deep pit. Take it. Lifting the necklace out of the chain, or out of the drain, you turn it over in your hand. It's a simple silver pendant on a chain. The silver pendant depicts a long-tailed bird in flight, a magpie. Is there anything else down here? That would be a good question. Let's check this corner where I might be dead. Oh, there's just a bunch of people. Shit. As you round the corner, you hear voices speaking just loudly enough for you to make out coherent sentences. The speakers are definitely not local. They speak with a slightly Slavic accent, and their clothing is heavily armored. Around them are a number of crates and boxes, all mostly filled. It looks like the group's packing up. Yaroslav says the boat will be ready tomorrow morning. He's gotten everything arranged with the port authority. We move the goods to his warehouse. We'll handle loading them onto the ship, and we can get paid right then and there. I'll be glad to be done with this filthy place. I will too. I hate having to hide in these damn drains. It stinks down here. I can hear the devil rats running through the walkways. It's a mess. And it's disgraceful. We shouldn't have to put up with this bullshit. And Alexander still isn't back from his little trip. We'll have to leave him behind if he doesn't get back soon. I know, Galina. Until Andre says we're in the clear from the triads, we can't be seen with the goods on the street. They find us, we go back to Vladivostok? And sausage casings. Those red dragons, Moraki? Fuck, I can't do Slavic stuff either. Apparently I just can't do other languages right now. Don't screw around when it comes to protecting their turf. Who knows? Maybe Alexander was stupid and they caught him. Either way, we'll have to lug his crap through the drains a few clicks. The orc woman sniffs the air suspiciously, and her eyes dart towards the dark tunnel you stand in. Before you have a chance to get out of sight, she locks eyes with you. Hi. The orc lifts her chin as she regards you, cracking her knuckles. What have we here? Curious little pests, come looking for things that don't concern them. What do we do with little pests, Galina? Galina puts her hands on her shotgun barrel. We break them, Vasilisa. Fuck, why do they do this to me? Can it just be like normal fucking names? And then we hammer a spike through each of their throats, so anyone that sees their bodies knows not to meddle in our affairs. I suggest you stay where you are, pests. Gonna have every... not here to meddle in anything. I'm just looking for a serial killer. Well, you found some. Us. You think you can just walk out here after finding us? Think again. Because I know what happened to Alexander. If you've so much as touched him, your suffering will become the stuff of legends, I promise. Where is he? Chopped up in a pile of body parts? You little shit. What did you do to him? Nothing. Serial killer who killed him. A serial killer? Why should I believe you? Do you know anybody sane who'd make a pile of severed body parts? Because there's one down here in the drains. You're right. That is the act of someone very sick. We can talk peacefully, but keep your hands where I can see them. Hairbrained disappeared. He found a key card for a stockroom located behind Miss Yang Jade's restaurant. He went to check it out. We thought there might be something valuable in there. A little extra money for our time spent down here in the drains. Yeah? Do you have another key to the stockroom? Yes, there were several of them in the box. We just popped the lock off and took them all. Here, we don't have time for this. We've got to move this gear. Want to play detective? Go right ahead. Yeah, okay. Let's go take a look. Go run around behind the restaurant and check the stockroom. Bam. Open the door. Some food. Despite the table's crude construction, an artfully laid meal awaits the owner. Several small dishes are filled with pickled vegetables, while a larger plate is arranged with long slices of raw meat. The meat is a pale pinkish white, like raw pork, and is covered in a light soy marinade. Poking at the raw meat, you discover that it's surprisingly tender. What's more, it has the faint aroma of marinade, as if it's deliberately prepared. I'm gonna eat some? The flesh is a little tougher than you would expect, but surprisingly flavorful. There's no bitterness or grizzle to it. In a few moments, you finish the small piece, and it leaves only the barest hint of an aftertaste in your mouth. I really hope I'm not eating people. Alright, Orc Slave, I know you love food, but you take it to a whole new level. I mean, we just walked into a basement stockroom, which is obviously inhabited by somebody. What's the first thing you do? Steal their dinner. That's just cold. Fuck. Mementos. Please don't be people that I ate. The box is packed full of odds and ends. It nearly overflows with a collection of knickknacks, souvenirs, and assorted personal effects. There's no rhyme or reason to the collection of items. They appear to have been thrown in haphazardly. Among the contents are charms from various temples, a wooden mask, and a paper fan. Look at the charms. Small charms are square cloth packets, each approximately 1 inch wide and 3 inches tall. They come in a variety of bright colors and are embroidered with characters for prosperity, peace, wealth, and protection. Inside each appears to be a folded paper prayer or fortune written in Japanese. Take a look at the mask. The wooden mask is extremely light. It's been painted a pale white, and the surface is almost as smooth as porcelain. Oh, I hope this wasn't the plastic face thing. Delicate features and lifted eyebrows are matched with bright red lips and delicately carved teeth. The teeth have been stained a deep black. Paper fan. Unfolding the fan, you tilt it upwards towards the light and examine it. An image depicts an East Asian city from the 19th century or earlier. Curved roofs at sunset beside a deep blue river. 2 ships sail down the river, which in turn spanning up by a long wooden bridge. Okay. As you step away from the box, you hear a slight click in the distance, the sound of the door's latch shutting. You are no longer alone in the stockroom. Oh, who dis? Oh, he has a katana and apparently cyber-ish shoulders. Sitting before you is a man clad in heavy armor and bearing a katana on his hip. Literally just said that. His skin is an ashen gray, his eyes dead white. His teeth are jagged and appear quite sharp. This is no man. This is a ghoul. Okay then. The ghoul's blind eyes search back and forth as it regards you. It cannot see you, but you have a sense that it knows exactly where you are at all times. Ah, a hired gun. No doubt brought to bear against me by the Wampoan elders. A means by which they can lift the curse plaguing them. I salute your tenacity, but I wonder, will you hear me out before raising your weapon to kill me? You don't seem interested in eating me. Yes, I am not only talking, I am reasoning as well. And, since you have not attempted to kill me, your own higher facilities are engaged. I am a curiosity to you. The ghoul bares his teeth, breath rasping over them as he exhales. You wish to know not only what I am, but what I have done. As for who, you may call me Gachu. 'Cause he got you. I know who you are. You're the one killing the Wampoan elders. You are correct. Ooh, okay. I have killed all of the Wampoan elders to date, though only Elder Magpie was according to my initial plan. I regret the deaths of the other elders, but it was necessary. Explain yourself. This affair began simply enough. As you may surmise, I am not someone who can be seen in public without great risk. Wampoa Gardens is an excellent place to hide. No police or triad presence, and minimal interest in things that lurk in the shadows. Unfortunately for me, Elder Ning, I don't know how to pronounce that, NG, Elder Nig, that just starts to sound bad, discovered me through communion with her spirits. Rather than kill or chase me away, she came to me with a proposition. Her and the other elders were having problems with one of their number. An elder named Magpie had been holding many of their plans hostage, and would not budge. They could not remove Magpie, however, because her services were too useful to the Wampoans at large. She offered me payment to dispose of Magpie, and I accepted. Why the hell are we talking to this thing, Orcish Slave? It's a goddamn ghoul, and you know what they're like. Really? What, pray tell me, am I like? All teeth and claws and bad manners, I expect? Gaichu's tone is amused, despite the harshness in his rasping voice. Really? You want to crack jokes, you cannibal? You're the kind of monster that devour a family just because it's convenient. Remember the 162's, Orcish Slave? He's just like them. What say you to that, ghoul? Why should I kill and eat a family? Have they threatened me? Tried to kill me? The ghoul cocks his head, lips curling back in a scornful smile. No, I have plenty of food, and I prefer only to devour those who have tried to do me harm. I believe they were speaking of the Elder's plans to have me kill Magpie? Surely you must be a little curious about that. Never heard of Magpie? They never mentioned it? Would they, if they were hiding an assassination of their own number? Would you? Everyone lies, especially those with something to hide. Right now, I have nothing to hide, and everything to lose. I disposed of Magpie's body by emptying the blood in her bathroom. Then, I cut her up into more portable pieces. Those were placed in a plastic tarp, which I took to the storm drains and hid. Gaichu nonchalantly waves a hand, his tone flat and unconcerned. It's unfortunate, but my survival depends on the consumption of raw metahuman flesh. Letting such nourishment go to waste would be a foolish error. Why kill the other elders? I contacted the elders, not in person, of course, and they arranged to exchange payment. I assumed that since the job was done, she would be a woman of her word. I was mistaken. I arrived at the nearby parking garage the elders had told me about. They'd cleared out the other wampons under some pretense, though I'm not sure what ruse they used. The elders never showed up. Instead, several members of the Hong Kong police force arrived. They were more heavily armed than usual, so I suspect they knew something of my nature. I heard about the fight. You expect me to believe you took on a police squad and won? Of course. I have survived as a ghoul for some years now, on the streets of Hong Kong. If that isn't evidence enough of my tenacity, I doubt any words I could say to you would change your mind. Betrayal of that sort cannot stand. Not only was I not paid for my time and effort, the Wampoan elders treated me like a common animal, and I am much more than that. Reputation is everything, and I had none. I had hoped to build a network of contacts so that I would be able to continue finding work. But with that treachery, my hopes were dashed. I decided to become the monster that they feared. One by one, I've eliminated them. They know how to contact me, and they could have ended their nightmare at any time by making amends. I would have asked them for more money, but I would have ceased my hunt. Yet they did not. Instead, they contacted you, no doubt asking you to eliminate me where the police had failed. So I ask you, what now? What will you do? Will you attempt to finish what the Wampoan started? Or will you treat me with the same humanity I have shown you? Let me ask you some questions. If I let you live, what will you do? Kill the rest of the elders, and anyone they send to exterminate me. It's a matter of survival. Should I ever have the opportunity to work freelance again, potential employers need to understand the price of betrayal. These murders are my curriculum vitae in revenge. What does my objective actually say for this one? I just have to... With the killer... I've made my decision? That's what I kind of figured. Come and work with me. A curious offer. And what are the elders? Will you allow me the satisfaction of killing them? I kind of want to see what they have to say first. I would counsel you not to believe their words, but you have the sound of one who is wary as a matter of course. Very well. Let us wait until a bit later in the night. Most pedestrians will be off the streets, and it will be easier for us to approach the Wampoa without being noticed. Sounds like a good plan. I really just hope that I didn't eat fucking people bits, though. Which sounds exactly like what I've done.